swear that every time I take a nap, something happens. Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, multiple second-round picks, and multiple pick swaps have been sent to Washington for Bradley Beal. So Bradley Beal is headed to Phoenix. The Suns are going to have $160 million wrapped up in 4 guys next year. I mean, they aren't going to be able to afford a throw pillow. I mean, they just... unless they move Ayton, which is still very possible. That's something that we're going to get into here. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, this Suns team is just... they're loading up, man. They've got 4 guys that are really, really good basketball players and then a whole bunch of nothing. I think this is a direct response to having a new owner. You know, new owners, they want to make big splashes. That's why they made the trade for Kevin Durant, and that's why they made the push for Bradley Beal here in the offseason. And this whole no trade clause thing, this is going to change the NBA. I think after everybody sees this, no one gets handed another no trade clause. At least with this much power where you get to determine what's in the deal and everything like that. So because of this, Phoenix was able to keep all their first-round picks. They didn't give up a first-round pick for this guy, which is just wild. And yeah, Bradley Beal chose Phoenix over Miami, which I think was a mistake. Just simply, you know, Miami's a better franchise. You know, Coach Spo and Pat Riley, like those are guys with some championship pedigree, whereas in Phoenix, Frank Vogel's won one, right? You know, he won the one in LA during the bubble. But, you know, Kevin Durant, you know, outside of Golden State, hasn't won one. Devin Booker hasn't won one. DeAndre Ayton hasn't. Like, that is a roster full of guys who have never won an NBA Finals outside of Kevin Durant. So I probably would have gone to Miami. There's part of me that kind of feels like is Bradley Beal running from something? Okay, because if he goes to Miami, he's the number 2 option. But in Phoenix, he's going to be the number 3 option. Which, you know, I don't want to like read into anything too much. Maybe he just likes the idea of playing with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, even though Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are both 2 guards. It's going to be interesting to see who they have play point guard. They're just going to slide Cameron Payne up. Like, what are they going to do there? I mean, there's a lot of questions with this Suns roster. There's so many questions with this Suns roster that the most obvious answer to everything going on right now is they have to trade. They have to trade Ayton. I mean, that's really the only thing that makes sense. Send him to, you know, I'm sure Dallas would love to have him. Indiana wanted him last year. I don't think they're going to want him now. But they're going to have to find some kind of way to move DeAndre Ayton just to free up cap space and allow them to have a couple good role players. Because let's be honest here, the past several teams to win the NBA Finals have had really good role players. They have, okay? Like going back to the start of the Warriors dynasty, they had Andre Iguodala. You know, that's back when they had Mo Spates. That's back when they had David West. Like, they had some really good role players. You go back to last year, you got Kevon Looney, you got Andrew Wiggins. Like, they have, like, legit role players. We look at Denver from this last season. KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Bruce Brown, Christian Brown. Like, they had legit role players on that roster that contributed through their entire run to the finals. When we look at the Lakers team from 2020, they had good role players. I mean, like every team that wins the NBA Finals has a few role players that can really play. And Phoenix will not have that. They're going to have 4 guys who take all the money, and they're going to, you know, have a lot of like veteran minimums. You know, they'll go out, they'll fund guys who haven't won championships, who are willing to play for literally nothing, all right? Because that veterans minimum is not very much. And so wow. I can't believe it. Washington got absolutely fleeced. You know, they're going to buy out Chris Paul, and then, you know, Chris Paul will then be a free agent. He can go wherever he wants. Phoenix may sign him to a veteran minimum. That'd be kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, Washington, like, you got, you know, the $60 million a year guy off your payroll. That's what they wanted to do. They got an expiring contract in Chris Paul. They're going to buy him out. He'll be, you know, done with or whatever. So the rebuild has officially started in Washington. Started about 5 years too late, but the biggest thing that needed to happen has happened. Now they got to figure things out the rest of the way. So that's going to do it here at Shooting the Schmidt. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Feel free to drop a like, share it with your friends, comment below if you like the Beal deal. Let me know your thoughts in the comments just on the deal as a whole. Make sure you subscribe. I got more stuff coming out all summer. Got a big thing coming out, calling it the 1%. You're going to have to subscribe to see what that is all about. I'm really excited for it. So yeah, once again, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all again later.